Hi, I'm Beth with TB Properties Buys Land. In the past several videos, we've discussed how to protect yourself from scam offer letters. Part of protecting yourself is having knowledge and understanding how the process works so that you can ask the right questions to determine whether someone is truly trying to scam you or if they're offering you a legitimate offer on your vacant land. Well, I can't speak on behalf of all land investors. I can speak on behalf of TB Properties Buys Land. So we've gone through the process in the past several videos, and today we're going to discuss the closing process. Now, closing can look different for everybody. Okay, so one thing that you'll find out is that you have an option whether you can close in person or you can close remotely. Most of the time when you're buying a house, you go in person, you make an appointment at the title company, and you sit down and you sign like 50,000 pages, it seems like. And you give them your down payment and a check form, or if you're selling the property, you walk out with a check that you deposit right away. And it's very official, it's very exciting. So you do have that option when you're selling your land to go in person and make an appointment with the title company. But what happens if you are living on the other side of the country, or you're living 2 hours away and it's not feasible for you to drive in, or you don't wish to drive in? You can close remotely. That is an option. And the way that works is that the title company will ask you how you want your documentation. They can overnight you the documents in a packet. They can email it to you where you're going to print that out. Whatever way works best for you. Okay, so you're going to take that paperwork and you've got a couple options. You have to get the deed notarized. There may be some affidavits in there that are just kind of standard that will be notarized as well. Every title company is a little bit different, but the free way for you to take care of this is to go to your bank, and your bank oftentimes will offer you a free notary. So you make an appointment, or you show up and you wait, and they will go through and they'll notarize everything as you're signing that paperwork. Oftentimes the title company will include a shipping label. That means that you can overnight the documents back for free. And they get it quickly so they can close. So they allow you to close remotely. You get the documents, you go get it notarized, drop it at your local UPS or FedEx shipping station, and boom, title company has it the next day. And so they're going to wait for your documentation, your deed, and all your paperwork. They're going to wait for us to have our paperwork in. Sometimes we're going to need things notarized as a buyer. Sometimes it's e-sign. It just depends on the title company. But they're going to need our documents. They're going to need your documents, and then they're going to need our funds. So title will not accept anything but certified funds. What that means is they need either a wire transfer from us as the buyer, which means that money is coming out of our account and it is going into their account. So once they have real funds in their account, or they'll take a cashier's check. There's no chance that we're going to write a check and it's going to bounce. Cashier's check comes directly from the bank. It pulls funds out immediately and we overnight that. Or the bank wire. But once they have funds and once they have your paperwork and our paperwork, then will they record the transaction at the county level, and then they'll be able to fund you. So if you come in to close in person, and if we've gotten our documents in and we have wired the funds, the day before, and you make your appointment to sign the very next day, most of the time you'll walk out with a check in your hand, which is great. Now, if you close remotely, title's going to ask you that question: how do you want to be funded? And you've got that option of they can overnight you a check where you can go and run that in, deposit to your bank the next day, or they'll wire funds into your account directly. It depends what you're comfortable with, what you prefer, and all that good stuff. So you go in person, oftentimes you get a check at that, right then. Or you close remotely, you get it wired or mailed to you. But hopefully that answers your questions. And the thing about remote closing, it could sound kind of scary for some people, but you have to understand that people buy and sell property all over the country every day, and they don't fly in specifically just to close. So title has made it convenient. But if you have questions or you feel concerned about that, you absolutely ought to feel comfortable calling the title company and speaking with the title agent. How does this work? What are my options? When am I going to get paid? How am I going to get paid? You should be able to ask those questions and make sure that you get answered. If the real estate investor that you're working with doesn't want you to talk to the title company directly, if they're being shady and not answering your questions, to me, that would be a red flag. I think transparency is extremely important. And so here at TB Properties Buys Land, we make sure that you're copied on all the communications between us and the title company. We make sure you have that file number so that you can always contact them with any questions. It's just really important to us that you feel comfortable and that you feel in control of the transaction. But here at TB Properties Buys Land, we purchase vacant land with cash. So you're not waiting on a loan for us to get a loan and get approved and all that good stuff. We close to a title company for your protection for ours, and we make sure our contract is very easy to understand. But if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us an email, go through our website. We're happy to work with you, and we look forward to it. Thanks again.